Elizabeth.
Yeah, Dennis!
First of all, I want to ask you to join me in thanking all of these incredible interns that came from all over the country to join us here in New Hampshire. Before I make a response to the election, what I want to do is acknowledge people in this room who have done such an incredible job. All of you know Vin Gopal, who has helped to organize our efforts here. Please join me in thanking Vin for a tremendous job. Susan Alsner, who came in to sub as a deputy campaign manager. Susan. Come on up on the stage. And Vin, come on up. Come on up. Vin Gopal, where are you? Come on up. We want to thank Tom Stouter, who has done a great job with our press operation. Kayla, come on up. Kayla's done a great job in scheduling and making sure we got around. Marcus Brandon, come on up, Marcus Brandon. Marcus has helped raise some money to keep this campaign going. Where are you, Marcus Brandon? Come on up, Marcus. Marcus is slow in coming up because he's getting more money on the way up here. Come on, Marcus. Our State Director, Sean Malin. Come on up, Sean. Come on up. Who's been in charge of our constitutional initiative. I will tell you, I don't think there's been as much energy in downtown Manchester that there's ever been as supplied by the group of people that's in this room. I've heard about you everywhere. Now, in the last few weeks, we had the opportunity to conduct a very vigorous campaign with Elizabeth and I having the opportunity to participate. But many of you have been canvassing and knocking on doors and going throughout the state. And I want to thank you for that effort. That effort's been extraordinary. And I'm very grateful for the personal commitment that so many of you made in coming from everywhere around the country and in coming from so many neighborhoods across New Hampshire. This state's a wonderful state. This state has a great heart, and it's a heart that opens up to people from all over the country. It's been a great host for this campaign, but it's also a good platform. for the Democratic Party from which to build a new America. Tonight I want to talk to you about the America that we have started to build here in New Hampshire. That America includes, first and foremost, a single-payer, not-for-profit health care plan. Because we know that health care is a basic right in a democratic society. It should never be a matter of a privilege based on ability to pay, and this campaign is going to change that. And we know that health care and the inability of businesses and industries around America to be able to pay the insurance bill for their employees is costing America a lot of jobs. And so health care is a jobs issue as well. And we're taking this message to the rest of America. Now it's true that the voters of New Hampshire have voted for change, just as the Democrats across the country voted for change in 2006. But the people did not vote for a change, which meant a change from a Republican version of the war in Iraq to a Democratic version of the war in Iraq. We are determined to put the Democratic Party on record as getting out of Iraq, bringing our troops home. When do we want them home? Now! When do we want them home? Now! When do we want them home? Can't hear you. Now! We represent a powerful voice that will continue to be heard by the rest of the country on the war. It is not acceptable for Democrats to say 2013. It is not acceptable for Democrats to say that we're going to leave a certain amount of troops in Iraq. It's not acceptable for Democrats, having promised in 2006, give us control of the House and the Senate, we'll bring them home, not having done that. And it won't be acceptable for the next President of the United States to say, we're going to wait. We're not going to wait. A defining issue in this election, not only in New Hampshire but across the country, is the issue of jobs. You and I know that NAFTA has been a disaster for America, and we will continue to insist that NAFTA is canceled, that we get out of the WTO, and that we have trade based on workers' rights, human rights, and environmental quality. You and I know that the next President of the United States must take a strong stand on civil liberties, and we must demand that all the Democratic candidates join with me in saying that they will push for the repeal of the Patriot Act. About the accountability that must be obtained from the highest executives in the land. I know there are people who would rather shove to the next election or beyond the question of the accountability of the President and Vice President who took this country into a war based on lies, I maintain that anyone who would be President of the United States has to be prepared to raise the moral caliber of this country. And there's only one way to do it, and that is to require that those who hold the highest offices have the highest level of accountability. And I'm going to continue to challenge my fellow candidates on this issue, because if they truly believe in the Constitution of the United States, they will join me in calling for the impeachment of the President and the Vice President. That even as it fulfills its constitutional duty to reinstate the balance of power in this country and to insist that the executive uphold the Constitution, that the President and the Vice President will not escape the responsibilities for prosecution under the civil and criminal laws of this country. America can regain its standing in the world. America can regain its standing in the world, but only if we show that we expect our public officials to ascribe to the highest standards of conduct. And we are going to cause that to happen with our efforts all over this country. Going to lose our nation. We are going to regain our nation, because it will be known that we stand for the Constitution, that we stand for the law, that we stand for all that's good and right in America, and the entire world will know it. The aspirations that have brought us to this moment, the desire to reclaim our country, the desire to uphold the Constitution, the desire to regain our civil liberties, the desire to have jobs, to have workers' rights, human rights, and environmental quality principles in our trade agreements, the desire to uphold human rights, the desire to protect the environment, the desire to have a single-payer, not-for-profit healthcare system. All of those commitments that we have made to each other are commitments that we remain steadfast in pursuing. New Hampshire has given us a start. New Hampshire has shown the country a great desire to take a new direction. And I am assuring you at this time that the new direction that we are going to take is going to be one where we inspire the people of this country to have the courage to make choices where they fulfill their own practical aspirations. And we are going to carry a campaign across this nation so that we can guarantee that every American will have health care, that it will be based on a basic right for a democratic society and not as a privilege. The insurance companies must be challenged. We must take our country back. We must reclaim America, and we'll do it by having a not-for-profit health care system. Insurance companies are making money not providing health care. People are losing their homes. They're their families, and healthcare is the thing that can help us reclaim America. It can help strengthen our jobs. It can help strengthen our economy. It can help strengthen our resolve to take care of one another. It is time that America join every other nation in the industrialized world by providing healthcare as a basic right, and we will continue to do that. Are you ready to help us pursue this all over America? Are you ready to go to Michigan to carry this message?